Terrorism in Nigeria political history can be traced from the onset of military intervention in Nigeria. Yes, the onset of military intervention in Nigeria, not Nigeria alone, in Africa and Middle East. Middle East is said to be the part of Asia that is said to share a boundary with the Europeans, which has like Middle East is mostly dominated by the Arab world is said to be a Middle East. Like we have Iran. Iran is a Middle East. Iraq is a Middle East. Should I say Somalia? Somalia. Yes, Somalia is a Middle East. We have Syria, Palestine, Gaza, Pakistan. All these people are the Middle East Asians. They are the Middle East Asians. Now, now we are talking about terrorism and how it started in Nigeria. You have the Boko Haram, these people has the intentions of Islamizing Nigeria, Islamizing Africa. But Nigeria, as a case study, the Boko Haram has the tendency to Islamize Nigeria. That is their motive aim. Their motive aim is to Islamize. Terrorism is the art of using a violence action to achieve your goal is called a terrorism. And a terrorist is said to be a person that uses a violent action to achieve his aim. So Boko Haram, on their own is to Islamize Nigeria and the core. Then we have ISWAP. ISWAP simply means Islamic State for West Africa and Palestine. Islamic State for West Africa and Palestine is ISWAP, as in ISWAP. Islamic State for West Africa and Palestine. Then we have their own is this. The major aim of this ISWAP is to conquer West Africa alone, that is to say Nigeria is involved in the conquering, like the commanding and conquer is like the dictates and some principles of a terrorist is to command and conquer. Sage, command and conquer. So Nigeria is within the circles of this West Africa we are talking about. That is to say, Nigeria is not excluded from the countries that is missioned by the ISWAP. We have ISIS. ISIS simply means Islamic State for Iran and Syria. ISIS, Islamic State for Iran and Syria. These people, their own is to make sure that Islamism in Iran and Syria is being mitigated no matter what. Like, no matter what, Islamism can never leave Iran and Syria, and that is their own major aim. Sometimes in times of war, like in a state where Arab has issues with non-Arab, like non-Islam, they make sure that they mitigate the onset of Islam in that country, and that is the principles of these people I'm talking about. Then we have the Taliban. Taliban is the one founded by Osama bin Laden, the core. Taliban is mostly found in the countries of Middle East like Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, and all these Arabic country. Their own was to achieve a certain goal. It's still prevalent recently, but I don't know. After the death of Osama bin Laden, the core, something their role in terrorism has been insignificant, sha. Then we have these people they're called Al-Qaeda as in Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda. They are the likes of the Taliban. Like they work hand to hand. It's mostly found in Middle East, like Afghanistan, and that is all about different non-state actors that work against the state actors in international system in Africa, in Europe, and in Middle East. Thank you. Do well to follow my channel Magic Nation.